Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Jets and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the preseason opener for these two teams, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Now leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the second round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
Levis sets up the throw here. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 4. Little bootleg here. Levis. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Play action now. Levis. Yeah, he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I tell you what, that's a veteran player in the guy's first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Levis. Quick slant caught by Pierce. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They're brought out by a fifth-year pro coming off a career season as a passer and a runner. It's Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing, Jones. There's Chris Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to grab him first and foremost. Bring some people out and a couple extra guys in the pocket to see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had that load down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a foul. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy. Defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Levis to throw once more. Being chased out left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Carlos Watkins in there for the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis out of the shotgun now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The give is to DeMercado. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Levis. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown this first half. A second one not to be.
Hit spaces, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand.
And the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Wilson on first down. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and 6 now. Here's Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Levis back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the bell arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando.
This
That's
one's
where
been
we
as
find
good as
Jonathan
advertised.
Coachman.
Just
ready
a
with our
field goal
EA Sports
separating these
halftime
2
report.
teams.
Coach.
This is a very level. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Levis to throw it. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Levis sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down, lock in here. 4th down, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Levis to throw off play action. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
He's working relentless with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that way his quarterback took the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's a penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Interesting decision here because I think you've got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the second quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the fourth, you can't come away with nothing.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's got it to about the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far as the defense is sort of coordinated. Both runners doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the stakes.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. And it's into the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 down. The Panthers have a 1st down. Wilson's going to hold on to it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So he was able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Right back to Hubbard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by McManus is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So the Jets now down 13-10, a little over 40 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Levis to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Here's 2nd and a yard. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet, totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in, and call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Levis. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Here's Levis. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often get tired legs on the offensive line. And these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
One final try here for Will Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a